Students housing a new global asset. Over the past decade, educational institutions have started focusing on academics rather than student housing. Historically, accommodation for students has been provided by education institutions only, but now it's more a private and public partnership. Student accommodation comprises of university accommodation, own accommodation, private accommodation. Accommodation offered by universities comes in the form of halls of residence, residential colleges, and university apartment, or the lower quality types include PGs and cheap hostels. Rise in supply has not been fast enough to accommodate the increasing demand, resulting in shortage of high-quality accommodation for students. Large-scale investments required by the universities and others for scaling up their existing residential facilities. Operational management, a key area of concern for large student residential facilities. Lack of real estate within the HEI premises for further expansion. Changing expectations from students in terms of residential facilities that are being offered. The biggest markets for student housing in the world is USA, with 5 listed companies in NASDAQ, having P to E ratios on an average 68, and the fastest emerging market is UK. In India, the most potential areas are Bangalore, Kota, Pune, Delhi, etc. Type of student housing, quality and affordability. Student housing varies with the budget, needs, and preferences of the target audience. High quality. Private purpose-built student accommodations and private rental market assesses students' needs and thereby offers high-quality accommodation close to campus that provide modern amenities. Such accommodations come at a high cost. Medium quality. Accommodation offered by universities comes in the form of halls of residence, residential colleges, and university apartment. These are sufficient for students but lack modern amenities and are low on quality. Low quality. The lower quality types include PGs and hostels. In developed countries, these are usually used as temporary accommodations by students before moving to a higher quality accommodations. Let's discuss a case study about Kota, Educational Hub for Coaching Institute for ITTs, IIM, Medical. What's the issue? There are about 10 dozen coaching centers in the town, including big ones such as Allen Career Institute, Resonance, Bansal Classes, Vibrant Motion, IIT, JEE, and Career Point. 1.5 lakh plus students comes for coaching. Students live in rented rooms with minimal facilities. Neither coaching centers nor hostels have exit policies or refunds. Kota has now become a byword for student homicide. Nearly 1/5 of the students who arrive are girls. When a visitor enters the town, he or she is greeted with billboards, banners, and neon-lit signs featuring teachers, flaunting their credentials and boasting their credibility to deliver results. The real estate market is booming in Kota thanks to these institutions. In Jawahar Nagar, a hub for hostels, land prices have jumped from 700 rupees per square feet about a decade ago to 3,500 rupees per square feet now. City lack good infrastructure in some colonies, specifically around coaching institutes. Every nook and corner, even bricks on sewage lines, have food stalls where the children of India eat. Kachori and poha are regular breakfasts for students. One of the best things which Kota offers to students is the competition. Yes, it is tough, but it is worth it. Toppers do succeed, but wake up folks, toppers are 30 in the crowd of 30,000. Let's discuss about student housing in Kota. Most of the hostel lack basic amenities, and students often fall prey to diseases such as jaundice, malaria, etc. However, with the growing competition, conditions are improving, but not up to the mark they should be. Some hostels even provide food to the students, but the quality of food is again not in sync with the money they charge, and it really lacks the nutrition as well as a taste component. Bad food and mess as well as tiffin are very costly. Feeling of boredom and loneliness. No Wi-Fi and lack of cleanliness. House owners is chick. Bad atmosphere. Students smoke, drink, etc. in some areas. You cannot play outdoor games due to high pressure to compete. Rough estimate 4,000 plus hostels or PG are currently running in Kota. In AC hostels, including food, average rates vary between $10,000 to $14,000 per month, excluding electricity, which you have to pay separately. For non-AC hostels and PG, rates vary between $8,000 to $12,000 per month, including electricity. It includes food cost also. As far as hostels and PG are concerned, never trust a auto rickshawala for a hostel and PG. Living in a city far away from home, you must see whether there is proper security available in the hostel or not. Especially for the female students, the security is a major concern for the parents. So, getting into IITs is a path to success, but it's not the only one. The main thing here is not IIT, it's you. IITs provide wonderful platform to build your dreams, and passion are paramount whether they include IIT or not. Student Accommodation Global Report. Jones Lang LaSalle, or JLL, published a report on November 2012 that student housing has emerged as a mainstream global asset class worth an estimated US $200 billion, wherein there are billion-dollar valuation organizations listed in NASDAQ American Campus Communities, Education Realty Trust Campus Crest Communities Inc., Camden Property Trust, Essex Property Right, Avalon Bay Communities, Apartment Investment and Management. On-campus versus off-campus. 13 out of the 15 student housing service providers in USA have more numbers of beds which are managed off-campus than on-campus. Among these, 11 of them have a strong dominance of off-campus facilities of above 90%. EduVisors is a leading business research and consulting firm focused on education sector in India. Published a report on July 2014 about student housing scope and opportunities in India. The salient features in the report is increased real estate for higher education. Corporate higher education industry is expected to build close to 10 million square feet of educational institution and space over the next few years. About 900 million square feet is expected to be consumed by the year 2020 by the Indian higher education sector, public and private. Private players such as Amity University, Jain University, Lovely Professional University, and SRM University are utilizing real estate space in large quantities by setting up multiple campuses on more than 3 million square feet of land across the country, fueling demand for student housing. Dense student populations that exist around prominent higher education institutes require high quality, well-maintained, and affordable living solutions which are professionally managed, thereby making student housing one of the most vibrant real estate markets in the coming decade. Due to rapid growth in this sector in the US, UK, and Europe, there is growing acceptance by institutional and private investors alike of the investment characteristics of this segment in India. The current student housing landscape in India consists of hostels, on and off campus, and paying guest facilities close to campus. The current landscape is plagued with challenges faced earlier in developed markets before the onset of private student housing. These challenges include size and capacity of higher education in India. Indian higher education system is the third largest in the world with more than 21 million students enrollment. 700 universities with more than 35,539 affiliated colleges and more than 12,748 diploma-granting institutes. Indian higher education sector has witnessed strong growth, largely due to the increased participation of private players. Just as treasures are uncovered from the earth, so virtues appear from good deeds, and wisdom appears from a pure and peaceful mind. To walk safely through the maze of human life, one needs the light of wisdom and the guidance of virtue. Buddha.